In today's puzzle, we have the black pieces, and white is currently forking our queen and our rook. Our most natural moves in this position are either to take the knight or play the move rook to d2, looking to counter-attack white's own queen and get our rook out of danger. But rook d2 doesn't work for a pretty simple reason, which is that white is still attacking our queen, and that after we take their queen, they can just take back with the same knight and are up loads of material. The move rook takes e6, however, is much less clear. The obvious idea is that if the queen takes our rook, then we have rook to d2 check, and after white plays rook to e2, we can then play bishop to e4, disconnecting the queen from the rook. Once the king moves back to g1, we follow up with queen to g3, king to f1, and a checkmating attack continues like this. The issue is, however, that white doesn't have to take the rook and can instead play the move queen to f2, the only good move which gets the queen out of danger and prioritizes the safety of the white king over grabbing material. But once again, it looks like rook to d2 is a very strong move here, as we are winning the white queen. But after rook to c8, king h7, and rook takes on e6, it turns out that with this savior bishop on a7, white might be holding the game. Black decides to capture the queen, but of course the bishop comes back to defend, and after bishop to e4, it looks like white is in big trouble, with the white king stripped bare and the black queen and bishop starting a checkmating attack. But white has the great move rook takes on e4, giving back even more material to try and hold this position together, which, believe it or not, is actually a draw after king to g3 because white has a fortress. Black can try and win the pawn over here, but in that time white will go and win the b pawn, and this position is not winnable for the black pieces. So seeing as those candidate moves don't work, you have to look for the checks, and of course the most obvious check in the position that doesn't just hang a queen is bishop to e4. It can't really be declined because if the king moves over, then queen to g3, queen has to block, and we take the queen with the mate. So the queen has to take the bishop, after which we play rook to d2. And now you should all see the point, which is that if the king moves, then we have an immediate mate in 1. If the queen moves, then we just take rook takes, queen f3, king moves, and we can take a rook. And finally, if rook e2, then we can take the queen, exploit the pin over here, and we'll end up checkmating the king very shortly.